You are now listening to Feeding Off Each Other.
Welcome to Feeding Off Each Other, the weekly podcast where we feed off the talent, humor, knowledge, and awesome stories of our guests and each other. I'm Matt Dennison, joined as always by David Close Shave Wiggins. I walked into the office the other day, I was a little bit startled.
You didn't say anything, and I was almost offended.
I don't know, I was just uncomfortable. I was like, it was like a baby when the dad shaves his head or whatever. Like I wanted to cry about it.
It was a bit of an accident, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I just went too low on the setting, and I was like, well, I guess we're doing this now.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't on purpose?
Not really.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
You look fine. You look great.
Thank
now
you.
You don't have to shave again for a while.
Yeah.
You look great, says Jason. Has had a beard for probably 10 years now, Lucas. Except for that one time we had to shave it.
I was going to say, the only time
I'm
I've ever shaved is, for a video.
Is that the only time?
No, there's more recent.
What was the other one?
Was it Pit Viper? Yeah, I did shave for Pit
Oh,
Viper.
yeah, Pit Viper, when you had to wash the car, right?
Yeah, I shaved.
Oh,
I feel like Jason
yeah.
has one of those rare faces where he actually looks younger with the beard instead of without the beard. Like he shaves and he probably looks older.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Jason does have a rare face, though. I mean, it's a face that you can't
God.
forget. I feel like I'm, on the other hand, like quite forgettable, but like when I go out in public with Jason every once in a while, like Jason's always the one that draws the attention, right? They're like, wait, I know that guy. I recognize those eyebrows.
I love the hair.
He's very recognizable, yeah.
Well, I would say our guest today is pretty recognizable. Wouldn't you
Good
guys?
segue.
No beard, though. That's...
No, I shaved it recently.
He's got one of those top beards. I think they just call it hair. But anyway, once upon a time, today's guest was an airplane engineer, but now they are much more well known for creating content that documents their wild and wacky bicycle inventions. From pedals made of Lego to 3D printed tires to custom banana holders and literally everything in between. This person's creativity knows no bounds. I'm doing the breathing thing again.
Yeah, you are. I cannot hear it.
I can't not hear it anymore.
Just take one big breath and do it all.
You can catch their new series, Failure is an Option, streaming now on Outside Watch, or you can catch them right here today on a little show we like to call Feeding Off Each Other. Yay. Mothers, brothers, and shuthers, please give a 3D printed welcome to Brendan Carberry.
Yeah, that's Carberry. Yeah, that's it.
That's my 3D printing.
Let's go,
welcome.
Brandon.
That's your 3D
Did Outside Watch ask you guys to plug that show for them? Or
No, we're just good friends.
And
we are friends now, right?
I think we are genuinely stoked when other creators, breach the social platforms into larger platforms.
Yeah, I was stoked when that happened. Yeah, it was a fun experience.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome
Yeah.
to see you. Made me very happy to see you breaching.
Breaching. Is that what you said as well? I breached?
Yeah, breaching. Yeah.
I would like to breach you.
Into the next realm of TV, not TV. I guess some of it's on cable.
You can watch it on TV.
You can watch it on cable.
Some
somewhere.
argue that YouTube is TV now.
Yeah,
That is true.
depending.
We are boomers, so we were like, what is Outside Watch? That is an app. So just so people can actually go watch this thing?
Yeah, it's an app or it's a subscription basically. Okay. And they fund. The cool thing about them is they give a lot of creative freedom and they have a decent budget for us to actually film the stuff. So I got to build a lot of cool stuff and you're not relying on advertising dollars, which is really nice. Yeah. Nice. So like it would be hard to do that same stuff for my YouTube channel just because I'd have to rely on AdSense to fund the projects and I didn't have to do it with them.
In your words, can you describe this project to the world?
Oh yeah, so Failure is an Option. It started out originally as we were intending to test gear. So they originally approached me about testing gear, and then I kind of decided that we needed a bit more storyline behind each episode. I can hear myself breathing too. So
Imagine
how do I avoid the breathing thing? And then we kind of ended up with a show that's sort of like a cross between Mythbusters meets Bear Grylls.
Oh man, both great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love Mythbusters. So hooked.
And that's setting the bar pretty high.
No piss drinking though? No piss drinking?
No piss drinking,
Okay,
no.
good.
Not yet.
Did they
not
drink
yet.
piss on it?
Oh,
Bear Grylls.
Oh yeah, right. Oh sorry, I was trying to remember when Carrie Byron drank her own
not
piss.
on-
No,
not
that's
on
Pissbusters.
But yeah, it was a blast. And we did like the world's cheapest houseboat. And I built a skimboard that works anywhere. And it was a good time. Yeah, really good learning experience.
I didn't realize you were testing gear because I watched the first episode. You making the trailer, you put Is this right? You put the mountain bike wheels on the trailer?
Yeah.
Were you actually testing the wheels?
Not very scientifically.
Oh, okay.
We sort of lost the scientific side of the testing thing, but I figured that was okay because there's a lot of people doing that already. And unless we could do it better than them, we should do it differently. So I just decided to do it differently.
I see.
Yeah, so we put them on the trailer. It was kind of like this scenario where you got a flat tire in your trailer. Could you take a wheel off your bike and put it on the trailer? And you totally could. It worked quite well.
What do you got in your hand there?
Oh, yeah. So I brought some gifts. And sadly, they're incomplete. I ran out of elastic cord.
Wait. We got to guess what these are because I have no clue.
Okay, for the audience at home, this
Where's
looks
the camera?
like
Where am I looking?
looks like
yeah,
a
we got a camera over there.
T-shaped.
Can I hold one?
Yeah.
I don't want to offend you. I'm going to
Pass
call
them
it plastic.
It is plastic?
Okay, good. It's plastic.
I have a guess.
Yeah, okay.
I do too.
Bottle opener?
It is not a bottle opener.
Oh, I thought it was a wall-mounted bottle opener.
I know what this is.
I'm seeing a banana,
banana.
shape.
I know what this
Is it a
is.
banana holder of some sort?
That mounts to a
absolutely.
water bottle bracket
Yep.
on your bike. Yes.
So I ran out of, I didn't realize, but I had run out of elastic cord. So I was taking them off the printer this morning and I was going to put the cord on there and I was like, oh crap, I'm out of cord. I couldn't get any on the way here.
How
This
did
is lovely. I like how we're just like totally silent trying to fit.
So,
Ooh, what is this? What is this object? Banana?
so Brooke sent me the logos in a vectorized format. So I'm able to put that on the print that I designed and colorize it. And
That's awesome. This is
yeah.
Mahalo, my dude, right here in
Yeah, that's
yellow.
I love you.
It's a PLA.
PLA.
Yeah.
PLA versus
type of plastic.
that's a type of plastic.
Yeah.
PVC? Is that a type of
That's
plastic?
a type of plastic. There's a lot of P.
ABS?
Yeah.
CTV, CBC, NBC,
And-
all plastics.
I see. Well, so I'm gonna have to put this where my water bottle would go, the cage, and then I gotta find some like cord,
Yeah. Maybe you got some kicking around. I can show you how it goes in there. But
and I just put the banana directly on this.
yep, banana goes right in there. Not if it's too ripe. You got to have like the just as it's turning yellow kind of banana.
Yeah.
Prime ripeness.
Now I do have a banana guard. Is it compatible with my banana guard?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Just make
awesome.
sure your cord is long enough. It should be compatible.
You might
with
need to
guard.
get the software upgrade if it's not.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. Thank you very much for the gift.
Yeah,
That's
thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah,
That's
you're
sweet.
welcome.
We don't.
Of course.
It's not so often we receive gifts.
It's not.
Take a hint, future guests.
We used to give gifts also.
That's true. That lasted like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
What did we give? Bubble tea.
Red Bull. A variety of Red Bulls.
Now we give crisp glasses of water to our guests.
That's great. I appreciate
enjoying
that.
your water?
Oh, it's fantastic.
3D
yeah.
printed right from the top.
Is the are you guys sponsored by Red Bull?
No.
No.
We've worked with them in the past.
A lot of Red Bull in the fridge. That's what I was wondering.
Take the hint, future Red Bull. No, we're not. They've supported us on some projects and stuff.
They did
We've worked together.
supply all of that Red Bull
Yeah, that
and
is-
the Red Bull fridge.
Yes. And we have an overflow of the sugar-free. We don't love the sugar-free.
Oh yeah, I don't really like it either.
I mean, if you're drinking Red Bull, like just go all in. It's like doing, I don't know. We're never going to get that Red Bull sponsorship. I was going to say, it's like doing crack. You're not going to do sugar-free crack. Just do the crack.
hot.
Jesus.
All right, cut that.
No, that's staying. We're doubling that. Brooke, play it again.
Double it. Double down. So we wanted to ask, where are you from? And I think I have a hint because you called me and New York came up. Are you
Yeah.
from New York?
Originally, I'm from Florida, actually.
Okay. We couldn't find this information online.
Might explain some of the
fire,
antics.
bruh.
Yeah. A lot of I kind of think there's a lot of Florida man influence in my channel. Then grew up in New York.
Do you know the origin of the Florida man, like why it's a thing? Like why it's a meme, sort of?
Oh, I think it's just Florida's just a ridiculous state.
It's that, but it's also the way their press works and the fact that the news can just go to a police station and they just get all the records of everything that happens, whereas
Really?
other states and other places don't have it. So you're just getting exposure to all the craziness in the media.
Oh, and so then it's just a competition in the media about who can publish the craziest story?
Yeah,
For the most
when they just have
eyeballs?
access to stuff that's not accessible everywhere else.
Have you
Like,
taken the Florida Man challenge?
No.
So you just Google Florida Man followed by your birthday, and then you find out what your Florida Man character actually is.
Oh, that
sweet.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke, pull that up. You know my birthday. I can't wait to find out.
I think mine was Florida Man goes to a liquor store with baby alligator in hand, something like that.
Is that a crime?
Maybe it's a misdemeanor or something. I'm not
Well, he
sure.
was using the alligator to open bottles of beer in the store.
Sick. Florida's insane. How long were you there for?
Oh, just as a little kid. I was like 8 years old. Yeah. Got out of there.
And then New York, and then where?
Then I was living in Toronto for a while. And then LA. My wife got a sweet job in LA, so we lived there for 2 years. And then now I'm here. Nice to be here.
What was the sweet job?
She is a biologist. She got her PhD looking at plastics in the ocean. She tracks all sorts of sources and sinks of pollution and studies how to fix the problem. And she works with a lot of players in the industry to reduce waste, and especially a lot of textile folks, clothing companies and fabrics and things like that.
So wait, when you 3D print,
I was just gonna say, you're like arch nemesis.
Yeah, what the heck? She's finding banana holders in the ocean.
Yeah, we sort of clash about this sometimes. Luckily, so the reason I like 3D printing, so I used to be a machinist, and when I'd make stuff out of plastic, obviously there's a lot of waste, a lot of shavings that don't get used and just go in the garbage. And the nice thing about 3D printing is I rarely have any waste. So pretty much, since I'm not making like a consumer facing product, since I'm just doing stuff that's good enough for Instagram Reels, I basically get the thing I need first time every time, and it looks good enough for the video. So I don't really have a lot of things that go to waste. Basically everything I've made from my channel up to this point fits in like a big bin that I've got in the garage, which is nice. So not too much plastic waste, or my wife would kill me.
and then now you're up in the PNW.
Yeah, good to be here.
How you liking it?
Man, I love it. SoCal was getting to me. I don't know, the traffic, too much sun down there. I'm just...
Yeah, you need
Sounds terrible.
8 to 10 months of darkness.
Yeah.
At least.
My like pale Irish skin was just suffering in the desert. It was bad. And it's nice to be up here, yeah. Nice to be riding bikes year round in the forest.
I was going to say, have you ridden the shore at all, or where have you gone?
Not since I moved here on January 1st. I have ridden the shore before, but I did get a ride in Squamish before it got cold. That was awesome. And then been riding in Bellingham a few times. So, yeah. Galveston.
One of us.
Exactly.
Oh, I
Let's
love
go
it. I love
biking.
the riding here. Yeah, absolutely. Let's ride.
I'll bring my banana holder.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, can we have like a banana exchange club where we like all bring our bananas to the trail?
Banana Republic.
Yeah.
A One Republic, yeah.
Yes. I did the Florida Man Challenge, and this doesn't seem like a bad thing. I don't know. Another incident that happened on April 6th. Florida man helps amputee upstairs, then returns to build ramp.
That does sound like you.
Wow, you got a very nice Florida man.
Yes. This is awesome.
How philanthropic.
I thought it was going to be like terrible. It's funny. It's another. Oh, also, I'm confused. It says the first thing in the headline, it says April 6th, a Florida man said alligators get to know each other during mating season. That's weird. And then underneath, I got an ad that says, "Am I gay?" test. What the heck? What? All right, I'm done with this challenge. I should do that test later.
Okay, so I just did mine. Florida man asks Walmart employee for anything that would kill people. Anything that would kill 200 people.
Oh man.
Oh boy, that does sound like me.
What do you think that would be? 200 people?
200 people?
I mean, we can think of.
Do you think? Are you asking what do you think Walmart sells that would kill 200
Yeah.
people? Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Probably anything in the like juice aisle.
I was gonna say obviously Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Right? Sugars.
Kool-Aid jammers. Enough of those will kill anybody.
Jam 'em
Mine's
right
pretty good.
I was thinking like a defective bouncy house or something. Like the fan shuts off and everyone's just stuck inside.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dave, what'd you get?
Oh, yeah, mine was a Florida man becomes the first U.S. Capitol rebel to receive a prison sentence from the insurrection.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So Dave, where were you January 6th? You said you were away.
Well, there was a rigged election, so.
So we're really interested in the whole engineering side and your shop. You mentioned the shop. The shop's getting bigger. It looked to me like your shop was in the trailer.
Yeah, so the trailer, like the mobile shop is like my mobile maker space. So in there I have all my bike tools, and I have a laser cutter and a 3D printer in there. But that's kind of made to work with wherever I park it. So like right now we have a garage at the house we're living at, so it kind of like expands into there. So I have like bigger machines in there, like all my metalworking tools, welder and plasma cutter, and then a couple more 3D printers, and what else I got? Oh yeah, I'm working on getting a little CNC mill at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of like the downside of having a channel like this is that you are, it's not, you start to accumulate stuff over time and you become less and less mobile. But I guess the upside is you don't really have to travel to film at all. So
Right. Well, you're preaching to the choir. Look at our crap.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can't
No, I
move
mean,
far with this
same
stuff.
deal, same deal. Yeah, you kind of have to like maintain that shop space always and deal
Right.
with the overhead of that. So.
Do you have a visa to be here? Like, how do you cross the border with a trailer like that?
Oh yeah, I'm a Canadian permanent resident. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got that. Finally got that like 6 months ago. So applied for it when we got married and it took like 3 years to get it, but does smooth things over a lot. Yeah, it's nice.
One of us, One of us,
I love Canada.
Yeah, that's great. I love the trailer. Like, what a cool thing to just pull around and have available wherever you go.
Yeah, it was nice. When we were moving up from LA, I took like 2 weeks on the road and met up with some friends and rode and just built stuff together. It was great. Yeah, it's nice. Nice setup.
You got anything in there that can kill 200 people at once? I'm just asking for a friend.
Jeez, I don't know. You'd have to fit them all in the trailer. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, those 3D printing fumes.
Tell us about the things you make on your channel for those who aren't familiar. Like, what kind of thing? I mean, Jason kind of touched on some of the things, but, you know, you have a lot of wild ideas.
A lot.
Oh man, I never know how to describe my channel. I think mostly because I don't like to box myself in, but I just say I'm a product designer in the outdoor industry, but focus on like futuristic or conceptual products, which basically just means ridiculous ideas. Yeah.
But
Ridiculously cool,
Yeah.
though, sometimes.
How do you come up with the ideas? Because like I saw you had a variety of different sprockets, like ways
Yeah.
for the chain to wrap around the crank to drive the bike, which I was like, that's creative. And then you had one that could also hold water and like be an extra little water vessel. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I would literally never think of that in my life.
Yeah, the water sprocket was, I think I was on a ride, I was out of water. And then I was thinking to myself, like, where would be the worst possible place you could store water on your bike? Like probably somewhere where it rotates. So then I made I was on a sprocket kick at that point. I'd made one, I think I started with the square sprocket. And I always try to leave room for commenters' ideas. So like the comment section always has the best ideas. So like, you know, someone's like, do a triangle, like do a Batman symbol. So we just kind of like go along with that. And then, then I had the idea for the water sprocket from kind of like as an evolution from the other sprocket designs.
So some is crowdsourced, some is real life-ish problems.
Yeah, totally. Like I have a kind of loose content schedule. I have an ever-growing list of things I want to make. And then I try to like post and then leave room in the schedule just to like respond to comments or build people's comments. Because that's like half the fun for me is kind of the interactive part.
So who suggested the shishka bar, which for the people listening was a bar end that goes to the end of the handlebar, which can hold your kebab of chicken, red onion.
Like a real kebab?
Like a
We're talking
real kebab.
chicken? What?
I don't think anybody suggested that.
Really?
That was
'Cause
my idea.
Anytime I'm, hungry on the trail, I'm like, I wish I had a kebab right now.
Tell us about this.
It's hated. A lot of people really didn't like this one. They thought it was disgusting. Although not as hated as the, I made a snack accumulator, which is like a little pouch you wear around your neck and it just collects all the crumbs you drop throughout the day and like presses it into an energy bar.
I also
That
saw
one
that
was
one.
really, really hated. But I love snack inventions. I feel like it's just so universal. So like the thing with every video is I try to kind of connect with someone who really doesn't know anything about mountain biking as well as the mountain bike community. So you get like snacks are a good way to do that. Like everybody eats. So.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves snacks.
Yeah, I think one of our most popular videos in recent times was us eating poutine in Quebec and riding bikes.
Nice.
People love snacks. I love snacks.
Is there one of these kind of crazy creations that stands out where you're like really proud of it or it, kind of shocked you in a way you didn't expect?
I really like the 3D printed tires series that I did over the summer, and I'm going to continue that because it was super popular. I don't know, it just seemed to resonate with a lot of people. Like it's first off, it's something you wouldn't expect to 3D print, and tires are definitely not something you'd expect to make yourself at home. And so just kind of coming up with a design where people could make
here
it
they are on the
themselves in
screen
their
now.
own.
This was wild. I saw this.
It actually works surprisingly well.
It looked like it worked actually well.
It's slow. Like there's a lot of energy absorbed by the plastic when it rolls versus air, which kind of returns all the energy after it springs. But they did work pretty well, and they're pretty durable.
Is there a future there, do you think? Like,
and as far as like that format, like 3D printing them in sections.
yeah, I've seen car tires, similar kind of like airless car tires. And is that a thing for bikes as well?
Yeah, I think I've seen it on like work bikes as well. It'd be good. Like we had, when I was working at GE, we had little bikes, like mechanics bikes to get around like the factory and the campus. And those would have been awesome because they always had flat tires. It would have been awesome to have like an airless tire on those. Yeah. Not 3D printed though. Yeah.
Very interesting.
You're inventing all these things. And it's like, we have a store, a merch store, and we sell stickers and shirts, but not like a product or a thing. And it's always been my like dream to come up with that one thing and try to start with a problem that needs a solution. And you've already said that you were on a ride one time and you had crumbs, or it seems like you're really great at identifying those problems. Like, how often does that happen?
Where I come up with a new idea?
You can identify a problem that you can create a solution to. Because like I'll go out on a ride and sometimes I think, all right, I'm gonna try to like think mindfully here. What's a problem that I encounter on a ride that I could maybe be the person to create that solution or create that thing? To you, it must just come naturally.
I think the more I do it, the more it happens. But also, when you're not constrained by a problem a problem needing to be realistic, like when it can be something that's sort of ridiculous, it also opens up the realm of possibilities, right? And so I feel super fortunate to be able to just focus on the design and conceptual process of making something and inventing something without having to worry about bringing it to mass production in order to make money, or like defending a patent or getting a patent at all for a lot of this stuff, right? It's just like I design it and I put it out there for a little bit and then I'm on to the next thing. So I feel really fortunate to be able to do that.
What were you like as a kid? Like in school, were you like always dreaming up ideas? You wanted to be an inventor?
Yeah, pretty much. I was always like, and my parents would always like save me random weird objects that they thought I'd make into some craft of some sort. Yeah, it was like, it's pretty much the same as I am now. Yeah. So
and what,
doing weird stuff.
And what kind of kid were you? Were you well behaved, good grades?
I got good grades. Yeah. I just wanted to ride my bike. that was it. I've always just wanted to ride my bike. So, yeah.
We're trying to find out who's the smartest person on the pod today. Generally, Dave's the smartest guy in the pod.
I hate this.
But I don't know if that's true today. You strike me as...
yeah, you're definitely smarter than me.
Smarter, yeah, for sure. Now, if your wife was here, who would be the smartest person
she's
on the pod?
Definitely the brains of this operation. Yeah, she's super smart.
Yeah, interesting. Now,
really
also,
smart.
are you an industry plant? Because you have a Outside Watch series. Your handle is Outside Brendan. Is this a coincidence?
So they actually purchased me as a baby and raised me.
They 3D printed you.
Yes. Yeah. It was like I was made in a lab by the Outside media conglomerate to host their show. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Is there a particular invention that you thought was dumb, and then you kind of realized this is actually kind of cool? There's something here. Maybe I should keep developing this.
The one thing I made first as a joke was the can holders. I think it's pretty obvious that they're useful, but that's the first thing I've sold as a physical product. That was pretty fun to
That's like a beer can holder?
Yeah, and I have a bunch of different sizes, and they just go on your water bottle. And so on your water bottle mounts, and you can hold a beer can.
I've seen those.
I've seen people clip it off with one hand.
Do you have a patent on that or anything?
No, I totally didn't invent that. There's another company that was doing 3D printed ones first, and I just wanted one that worked with one hand because I was annoyed by having to reach down and unclip it.
Just so many beers, you drink them faster.
Yeah, well, I was riding. I was doing this ride across Wisconsin, and we were starting in LaCroix, Wisconsin. So that's the birthplace of the sparkling water, and so I wanted to put all the sparkling waters on my bike.
LaCroix's a place?
It's a place, yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like France or something.
And if it's not from there, it's not It's just sparkling water.
I always said it La Croix, right? Because I thought it was
French.
Yeah, I thought it was French, but it's not French. It's
But
from
it is a French
Wisconsin.
word. They're just butchering it in America.
Wait. I know there's a La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yes.
No,
It's
this
not
was
La
not.
Croix.
No, it's not.
Okay, different
Not
places.
lacrosse. No,
Okay.
different place. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, lacrosse is la space cross,
Oh.
not like the sport lacrosse.
Yeah.
But is lacrosse from lacrosse?
Where's it lacrosse from?
The only reason why I'm aware of lacrosse is because I've been watching this like cop cam channel. It's like blue cop something, and everything happens in lacrosse. This is like shitheads in lacrosse.
I mean, that's where Making a Murder as well, near there.
Oh,
Was it?
Wisconsin.
Shout out lacrosse.
Not in lacrosse. It was somewhere near there. Viewers can correct me.
So how's your journey been as a YouTuber, content creator? You're really good at doing this all. You have to come up with all these ideas, but on top of that, you have to film the videos. Do you love doing it? Do you find it challenging, difficult?
Oh yeah, I love it. I definitely feel like I have the best job in the world, but it's a lot of work. I mean, last year was my first year doing it full time, and I felt like maybe I spent like 80, 90 hours a week at least doing it. And filming, I love filming, but it's kind of the last thing I do. Like the design and drawing on my computer and then 3D printing stuff and putting it together all takes way more time than filming and editing. And often I'm editing something like an hour before I put it up on Instagram. It's like the very last thing I do. So I guess it's kind of nice that the story sort of comes naturally from like the way I think about stuff and the process I use to design it. Usually I have like the script in mind by the time I'm done like building the thing and putting it together. Yeah.
Is everything filmed on your phone?
Mostly like 90% on my iPhone. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I called you a YouTuber, I believe.
Well,
but I don't know. How
Yeah,
you
I mean,
categorize
YouTube
yourself.
I guess YouTube's my fastest growing platform right now. It's going to pass my Instagram followers pretty soon. And so I really like YouTube as a platform, and I'm planning a lot more long form content for this year. Just because the projects are getting like more complex and more ridiculous, and I want to kind of have a longer attention span and just spend more time on each project rather than just making little silly things, like make big, silly, ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like pressure to keep churning the machine and inventing things, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I got another sprocket, I guess. This one will be shaped.
Luckily I don't. I have so many. I just have like this list I just can't keep up with the things I want to make. And so I just feel like constrained, like I don't have enough time in a week to get everything done that I want to get done. And so, not pressure to film stuff. I kind of just ignore the any sort of posting schedule, and I just put stuff out as it's finished, which may not be the best for my overall like channel growth, but you got to do what you got to do. Yeah.
Do you have trouble like balancing like work life sometimes? Because this seems like a hobby that has now become your career, which can sometimes ruin the hobby.
Yeah, no, I'm happy it's my career. It means I have funding to do more fun projects that would otherwise be like a hobby I'm spending money on. No, I don't really have a work-life balance because like my work is my life. It's kind of what I'd be doing anyway. We don't have any kids at the moment, and my wife's she's growing a lot in her career right now, so she's super busy as well. But luckily, it's nice because we both work from home, so we get to spend lunch breaks together and have breakfast and dinner together every day. So it's not like we're off on the road or anything like that.
What was one of the shittier jobs you've had to work climbing that ladder?
You mean as far as before I was a content creator?
Before anything, yeah.
I worked in a paper mill for a summer. I didn't really care for that. I worked at GE building locomotives for a while.
Like trains.
Yeah, they make the
Like
Automobile.
like
yeah, and that was no hate to GE. They make really great stuff, but I didn't really like working there.
So was there a long training period there, or? Sorry.
I gotta get it.
That's my contribution for the episode.
Second smartest guy on the pod.
The second smartest.
Was there a defining moment? Actually, first, what was the dream job like 15 years ago? Like before content creation was a thing? Like what did you think you were going to go into?
I thought I was going to be an engineer in high school. I always said I wanted to be an engineer. But then once I got my engineering degree, I realized what I actually wanted to be was a designer, because I didn't actually care about the math. I just wanted to do the design side of things and like the conceptual side of things. I didn't actually care whether those things worked or not. So that really was not good when I was working as an engineer, like at the paper mill at GE, because I'd get through the initial process of solving a problem, then I'd be like, oh great, I'm done with it. And they're like, no, you still have to like optimize it, and you need to, run all these, do all this math work to like make sure your solution's actually a real one. I'm like, no, I want to go on to the next problem. So that's like where the channel's really nice. I can just like get something where it's like kind of a cool concept and it has a basic function, and then go on to the next thing.
Before the next question, do you guys want to all simultaneously, for the YouTube viewers, change our foot on a count of 3 on the other knee?
Oh, I've
Look
been
at us,
swapping
we're
all the
all
time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
It's the
3,
chairs.
2, 1. Swap it over.
You know, surprisingly,
Oh, we're backwards now.
only one pair of Blundstones in this studio though. I don't know what Brooke's wearing. Nope, no Blundstones.
Only one pair?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
it.
are you guys both wearing
No, he's
Blundstones?
got
No, he's
something
got
else.
fake ones.
These are Timberlands.
To be honest, probably fancier.
Dude, Blundstones are overrated.
They're
Sorry.
cheap.
They are. I agree.
I wanted a pair for so long, and then when we moved to Toronto, I got a pair, and I was like, I wore them out in like, I don't know, 6 months. I was like,
Oh, really?
Toast. They're like
Weird.
the leather chipped, the insoles were garbage. I'm like,
They'll
never,
give you a free pair if
never
that
again.
happens.
Will they really?
They will, yeah. Their warranty is insane.
Oh, I got to take them back then.
Do you guys
These-
notice that bus stop ad every time we leave the office about that's a Blundstone ad? You ever notice that?
Never.
Yeah.
I'm oblivious to every advertisement in the
I
world,
just take
so-
them in. I'm the impression. I'm the statistic.
No, I just got these like 2 months ago. Before that, I had the same pair for 12 years.
Really?
Yeah. And
Wow.
they were finally, I was like, okay, they're leaking through the bottom. I got to replace these.
Maybe I got a dud. Maybe
I think you got a
bad
dud.
pair.
I think you got a dud. Try them again.
You say they're
Use
overrated?
code. I do think
They're like
there's
melded to you at this point.
Yeah, I like them because I don't want to buy shoes every year. But I do think if you're like, I want a work boot, there's better work boots. I want a hiking boot, there's definitely better hiking boots. Like they're good at a lot of things. They're not great at one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blundstone, if you're listening, I'm willing to be wrong and give me a free pair.
Well, Brandon's gonna 3D print a better Blundstone anyways. It's only a matter of time.
So actually, my mother-in-law gave me, you know, those hoverboards from like 2015.
Oh, I think Matt knows.
like
I love them. I film on them. I shoot music videos. And we use them all the time. I have
You-
one in the studio somewhere.
You film on them?
Oh yeah, with the full gimbal and everything.
Do you have like a real one, or like a Segway like thing that go like this one won't even go over like an extension cord? I mean, it's
No, it's a little beefier. It's kind of like still kind of crap. It's not Segway, but I'm pretty good at it. So
Wow,
like I
cool.
can go off curbs and stuff.
whoa, nice.
I can go up curbs.
I
Sometimes.
have one of the ones that were like the series that were like, you know, catching fire when people would plug them in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my mother-in-law kind of as a joke gave me one for Christmas.
Joke.
And I don't know, that's
Offended.
what I was so pumped. And but I want to take it apart and turn it into like each side into like tank tracks for your boots. So you like imagine like a pair of Blundstones, and each one has like a set of tracks on it, and you can just like tilt your feet and go around. I think that'd be so sick.
Oh.
That's what I want to do with my old Blundstones.
I'm just trying to envision that right now. That is sweet. Why
I
does
got
anyone do
eyes
that?
on the hoverboard. I can see it there. It's far,
Nice.
but
We'll
yeah,
have to try it out after.
One of my friends, Byron, he got me that my second hoverboard for my birthday.
Wow, nice.
Come on, hoverboards! If you're listening,
You bought it.
If you're
big
listening,
You bought it
hoverboard.
recently.
They've
It's a
all
new
burned
one?
down.
he bought it like I don't know, a couple years for me.
Oh,
That
wow.
was like super generous gift. Amazing.
Wow, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
nice.
I kind of was like I was like the hoverboard filmer guy, and then it became cool, and it was all over Instagram, and I'm no longer the cool guy anymore.
I like the EUCs, electric unicycles. You seen those?
No.
Those are
Are
wild.
those the one wheels?
No, one wheel is I guess a type of electric unicycle, but that one has like the board and you go sideways. But the fast ones are the ones that you face forward, and it has a foot plate on each side. So it's like a little
I don't like these
motorcycle
guys.
between your
Yeah,
feet.
yeah, yeah.
We
You'll
just
see 'em on the
listened to a
trails
comedy
around
bit
here.
about
Yeah, yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good bit too.
But I got a friend, Mike. He was like at the Rampage site, like launching the Canyon Gap on his EUC.
Yeah, that's
pretty wild.
It's really wild and scary.
What?
I
Yeah.
saw
He
saw
hits,
clips
like,
of
big
that.
gaps
I don't
on
know
that
if it's the same thing.
It's the same. There's only one guy.
I think he's the only one
Yeah,
that goes
there's-
that big.
yeah,
gotta see that.
It
As
looked,
far as I know.
it looked terrifying.
It's one of those things where I'm like, you took an already insane, like to ride that on a bike is already so dangerous. And you just made it way more dangerous. I don't understand.
I don't
it.
know if it's there. Yeah, there he is. I don't know if it's more dangerous though, because like it's way easier to bail.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
He almost doesn't make it one of the times.
He did.
too.
He did hit the back of the landing. See, this is what makes me think it's less dangerous, is because like he came up really short and was able to just like slide out of it. Whereas on a bike, like casing that hard, you would be really messed up. I don't know. You don't have the handlebars and everything to worry about.
I was watching a skateboarding show and they did I can't remember what they call it, like the man ramp or something. It's a dude in a hard hat and he puts a piece of plywood over his back and then you skateboard onto him and you hop off.
I love man ramp.
And I wondered, is that what it's called?
Man ramp.
Man
Okay,
ramp.
They got a whole account. Man ramp.
Yeah. And he appeared on King of the Road, and I was thinking, could you do this for biking? And I thought, this is way more dangerous. Get the handlebars. If you bail, like you're toast. With skateboard, you can just kind of jump off.
Pit Viper just did that at Rampage.
Oh,
Man ramp. With
oh
bikes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn, everything's been done.
Everything's been done.
Yeah, man ramp was there at Rampage, right?
I wanted to ask David if you'd be the man ramp.
Such a sick idea for an account. I love it.
It's that and like City Bike Boys. I'm just like, yes, this is what we need more of in the world.
I remember this one wheel or what? EGC?
EUC, electric unicycle.
Okay, EUC.
Yeah, EUC.
Remember seeing that guy there was this like viral clip. He was doing dirt jumps.
Yeah.
Like 30 people sent me that over the course of a year. Like, okay, I've seen it. This guy's amazing.
It's like you can't not share it. It's insane.
It's so good.
Yeah, City Bike Boys are incredible. Have you ever ridden those things?
Yeah.
They're so hard to do anything on.
You pull up on the handlebars and you're like, well, this is impossible.
Yeah,
Like,
I do
there's no
not
way.
I do not understand how they get those bikes to do that stuff.
Do you know who Ryan Leach is?
Yeah.
We did a video, wheelies are easy, and he said, I can wheelie any bike. So we put him to the test. He wheelied a Shaw bike, which is our city bike, effortlessly. Mm-hmm. And then we went to a bike shop and we got like a road bike. We got a kid's bike, any bike, he just wheelied it. No,
That's wild.
like a catwalk wheelie. It's amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah, I don't get it. Some of the things that those city bike boys do is just, we got to get one of those guys in the pod.
And it's just painful. Like anything you jump off of on those, the landing is just horribly painful.
And sometimes they snap or just, it's terrible. I say we should get one of those guys in the pod, but like, is it even like the same guys or just like a group of friends on it? Or
City Bike Boys, they're the same.
they're the same guys.
It's like the one.
Same couple of guys.
Okay,
same
I
couple
wondered if
guys.
you can just like submit clips if you do something.
You need to get them and the Extreme Mormons on the show as well. Have you seen Extreme Mormons?
No.
Oh my
No, but
God.
I
You have my interest.
Yeah. Go on.
They're brilliant. Yeah, I mean they're a lot of scooter tricks there, but they send it down some pretty gnarly stuff on the scooters, like some big handrails and stuff.
Like a handlebar scooter type, like razor scooter.
Yeah, and they're
Okay.
like always like sending in the name of God.
Do they do jumps over their multiple wives?
They talk about their
too
multiple
long.
wives. I don't think they're actual Mormons. The only people I follow though on social media is the Mormon Church.
Elder Matthew. Okay.
I feel like
okay.
within 10 seconds, this seems like it's a bit.
Of course, it's a bit.
Yeah, well, he said we're not
If
sure.
I
I know
they're
it's a
legit
bit,
Mormon,
but I
yeah.
don't know if they're actual Mormon missionaries or not.
I feel like no.
Something tells me the church wouldn't approve.
Yeah, you're not even allowed to like fart.
So some of their stuff is like not extreme, but then other times it's like this guy is grinding down like a 20 stair rail on a scooter. I'm like, damn, he's actually pretty good at that.
This is definitely one of those examples of not that gnarly.
not that gnarly. Yeah.
Well, actually,
that's
he
pretty
did go
gnarly.
across that intersection
Yeah.
with no spotter.
Well, yeah,
So it
God
seems.
was watching.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
You can see.
Joseph Smith.
Are you a religious man?
No.
No.
he's a man of science.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
what,
I don't-
do you believe in anything?
Well, like any religion.
Yeah. Or like.
What's the best religion? Give me your top 10 ranking.
I don't even know. I don't think I could name 4. But no, I was raised Catholic, but not really religious anymore. But yeah, no.
You still eat the wafers though, right?
The wafers. I grew up in a little tiny church, and we actually had at communion they had this like handmade bread. Like one of the local women in the parish made it, and it was so good. I was always trying to get another piece or get like a bigger piece. It was like this honey bread, and it was like,
Oh man, that sounds good.
it's really good.
That's
Way
how you
better
get
than
me
those
into
wafers.
religion. Make some good bread.
What's the cracker thing or the wafer?
It's supposed to be the body of Christ.
Right, and
And the wine is the blood.
Wait, hold up.
I did it once, but the wafer they gave me was terrible tasting.
Oh, they're just plain like wafer that lasts forever in like a plastic.
It
package,
literally
yeah.
tastes like cardboard.
This is
the
the
wine?
most Dave thing ever.
It was like cranberry juice because I was a kid.
Oh, they didn't give you real wine?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't a Catholic church though. It was I don't know, like a Baptist or some
Yeah.
born again or something like that.
Yeah, I lucked out in church growing up. It was like a good community, but it wasn't really super religious place. But yeah, a lot of people have had different experiences than me. So I try to stay away from the whole religion topic too much.
your parents. Let's dive a little deeper. Your parents religious still?
No,
No?
not really. No.
We wanted to ask: is there anything you did as a kid that your parents didn't know about that you want to reveal to us on the pod? This is a new question. New question on the pod.
Jeez.
Tough one.
I don't know because my parents might watch this though. So
Oh,
But they'd be over it.
I also can't think of anything that they don't know about. They were definitely not like helicopter parents or whatever you call it. But no, actually, you know what? My friends and I had this thing where for some reason we got into like throwing little like black cats, like fireworks, out the window of the car while we were driving around town.
Sick.
And like this was like in high school. And one time I threw it. We were driving down and I threw it, and there was like it went into the back of somebody else's car, and there was like a dad and a little kid in there. It like scared them really bad.
wait, a black cat. I've never heard that.
It's
Is that like a Mighty Mite? Like a little red?
It's like a popper, like not even a Mighty Mite. It's one you like throw it on the ground and it pops.
Oh,
right?
no, you light it.
Oh, okay, so it is.
It looks
Mighty
like
Mite.
a tiny, tiny little stick of dynamite.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Mighty
yeah,
Mite. Okay.
And it makes a very loud bang.
Yeah.
And
you can get like a chain of them, right? Is
you,
that-
you can get a chain of them, and we would take them apart, right? So they have like, when you take them apart, they have like a 2.5 fuse on them, very, very small. And I was, I don't know, middle school. No, I must have been in high school, but I wasn't driving it. My friend was driving and threw out the window, and it went into somebody's car and
There you go. The black
parked car and
cats.
scared
those
the crap out of them.
Those look bigger
Felt
than
like
Mighty
that.
Mites, actually. I might recognize these. These
Probably
might
the
bring
worst,
memories back.
worst thing I've ever done.
I was always a bit scared of the firecrackers, guys.
too.
And you seem like you're a devious. Like you were trying to come up with.
I love fireworks. Man, I love fireworks. We were in Mexico recently. When we were last year, we were in LA and we drove down to Baja for New Year's, and they had some gnarly fireworks there, like bottle rockets that were like 8 feet tall with like Nalgene-sized tops on them. And
I think those are just rockets at that point.
dude. They
crap.
were like bone shaking. They're so good. So good.
What about those Roman candles? I mean, I've seen too many YouTube videos where people are firing them and it goes into the car or like an apartment across the street.
You must have had Roman candle fights growing up, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like
A lot.
yeah.
I was scared.
They're not. Those aren't. They just bounce off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't explode.
They
mean,
don't
we
explode.
probably-
They don't have a pop. What do they call that? With report. They don't have a report.
With report, is that what it means when a firework explodes?
Yeah, that's like when it explodes at the top. That's the report. Yeah.
Oh, we are feeding off each other. Wow.
I think I got Roman candles fired at me more than I fired them at people.
I was the same, yeah.
You know, best fireworks I've ever seen in my life? Last year at Burning Man.
You went to Burning Man.
We went to Burning Man, Brooke and I, and yeah, it blew my mind. Like, you generally like fireworks. Like, we have the celebration of lights here.
Like this year, the bad year with all the mud. You were there. Oh wow.
We were there. Anyways, the fireworks, usually I'm like meh on fireworks, but this time it blew my mind. It was crazy. And it seems like Burning Man, you would love that place. All the like crazy inventions and like creative people out there, like trucking in these insane works of art.
Yeah, a couple people have told me that. So far it hasn't appealed to me to go, but maybe I should check it out. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work and a lot of.
It depends. It can be. Yeah. Well, yes. If you listen to our podcast,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
all I did was complain about the work. But that was because we're part of the camp and we had to build the camp. But you can do the like you can what they call as sparkle ponies. You can show up and you're just there to like party with your sparkly like makeup and just leave as soon as you can.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Choose your own adventure.
Interesting.
But the creations there are just like mind blowing.
Yeah, I'd like to go for the art. That'd be really cool. But I don't know. I have this problem where I tend to I like to work alone, and I just like being alone a lot of the time, which is weird, but
Sure.
it doesn't appeal. That's why it doesn't appeal to me. I think it's just too like
Crowds.
people overload.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own like social bandwidth.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Although I do like certain events. Like I really liked Sea Otter last year. That was a blast. I'm excited to go back this year. So
Oh, maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah.
We're trying to make our way there.
did you do a podcast there or
No.
just go for fun?
Oh, I haven't been in years.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time.
Oh, nice.
But it is a good time.
It's a blast. Yeah.
But I feel like with Sea Otter, we're always so jaded because the riding isn't great. And
You don't go for the riding.
But it's a mountain bike event. You kind of want to go ride
you
your
go
bike.
for?
You go for the industry nerds. And the free coffee.
Yeah,
And I mean, and
coffee.
the recumbent dual slalom. Like it's fun. I mean, it's a fun jam with like a lot of cool players in the industry.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I went with my work, working with NSMB, and yeah, my bosses, they love to have the beer garitas. You get a Tecate, you put some tequila on top, a lime, and that was the free coffees for us.
Oh yeah, I got to meet some heroes. Like I went to like Continental had a party, and I got to hang out with like G Atherton, and like that's unreal. That kind of stuff. That guy is just larger than life. When he walks through a door, you're just like, oh my god.
I think the coolest thing I ever did at Sea Otter was we traded up from a pair of socks all the way to a bike, and then we gave the bike away.
No, what?
We I was thinking of making.
Did you document
make like
this?
a reel or something? Yeah, we took pictures. We made an article on NSMB. Started with a pair of socks that we got for free, and then we traded it for like I can't even remember now. Maybe like gloves, and then it was like tires, and then a handlebar, and then we made our way up to like a DT Swiss wheel, and then something. Then we had like a frame, and then we found a young girl to give it to.
Was the bike worth more than the socks, or was it like a really crappy bike?
Oh, 100% worth more than the socks, but it wasn't like it was like a hardtail, but I don't know. I mean, someone gave us a bike. Someone literally was
That's
like
wild.
That's
like
really
gave
cool.
up their stock that they brought there, their inventory.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. Do we have a speak pipe today?
Yes.
Should we listen to it, Dave? You sound enthusiastic about it.
I just don't have a computer on me. Jason, log in.
Which one is it, Dave?
Are we?
the
I'll
one
do
at-
your job for
It's the
you.
one at the bottom.
We had a 2-hour conversation about being prepared on the
Yeah,
podcast.
that one works.
We're
Okay.
playing Speak Pipes, which is our voicemail system. People can call in.
The one.
Oh, nice.
It's the
not
Chuthers,
starred.
our fans, Chuther Nation. They send in their questions, their concerns, their whatnots. Ask for advice.
And today we have one from a very special man named James Campbell.
Oh,
Let's
of the
listen.
soup?
Of soup origin, yes.
But he's never
Hey
heard
guys, this is Matt's internal monologue. Just wanted to ask a quick question. If someone was to act in a film about you, who would that actor be? By the way, it's not actually Matt's internal monologue, it's Campbell, first time piper.
So,
Love the podcast, guys. Original fan of the I Fucking Hate That YouTube series, and love mountain biking too. Sorry, Dave. But yeah, love your work, guys. Always been in awe of what you do. And yeah, keep it real.
I love it.
Keep it real.
But when we were deciding on the speak pipes to play today, Dave was like, well, 100% they're all going to be about mountain biking. Not only was that not about mountain biking, he showed some love for you, Dave. Don't we love the Chuthers?
I also want to apologize. I thought his name was James Campbell. It's Campbell James, apparently.
Oh.
Because he said, hey, it's Campbell. I didn't know Campbell was a first name.
Cream of
Or
mushroom.
maybe he just goes by his last name.
Yeah, he didn't say James in there.
But he does, I don't know, whatever.
Tomato.
Okay, Matt, you go first.
Chicken
Actor
noodle.
that would play you in a movie about you.
Well, let's see. Maybe Ryan Gosling. Yeah. I mean, you
see
got to
that.
find like the sexiest man out there to play me. No? I'm seeing you guys shaking your heads.
I didn't shake.
I don't know. This is hard for me.
I got one for you.
Denzel Washington.
There you go.
You got one for me, Mark Norman. Celine Dion. I don't know who.
Nah, never mind.
Come on,
say it.
I'm not
You
gonna
can
be
what?
offended. Come on.
Thomas Middleditch.
Oh right, yeah. Why'd you say never mind? man?
Because I thought you were offended when I said that before.
You got to speak your mind on the pod, Dave. We want to know more about you.
Thomas. Oh, I can see. I mean, aesthetically, yeah, I can see
I've
it.
been.
He's a
I wasn't
comedian.
offended.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm told all the Well, now I am. I'm told all the time that I look like this guy.
I think you're a better looking version of him.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, don't suck up.
And he's an uglier version of me.
What? I'm being genuine.
No, I've been told. One of my old, like, good friends from high school.
You son of a bitch.
My old friend Albert. Shout out Albert. He says it trips him out so much that
his
his
LinkedIn
mannerisms remind him of me.
Yeah, that's a
Very
good one.
interesting.
That's a good one. Thanks.
Brendan, you have one?
You know, there is an actor that people tell me I look like them all the time, and I'm blanking on their name right now. I cannot think of it. And there's also a Yugoslavian figure skater that seriously looks like my identical twin.
Well, we were dying to say that first, but we thought we'd let you.
Yeah, you know the figure skater?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now.
Yugoslavia?
Yeah, it's not even a place anymore.
I think he's maybe he's from the Czech Republic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll have to check it out.
You used to go Slavia.
Who is the actor, man? I can't think of it right now.
Do you have like a genre of a person?
Is it like an Aaron Paul situation?
Oh yeah, maybe Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul?
Yeah, maybe. You know what?
I think it's the short hair.
Does he look like
Bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. No, it'd have to be someone I feel like
He's
that
like my favorite tough guy.
plays like an inventor, creative.
Yeah, no, I can't remember this guy's name at the moment.
Like, are we talking like Jesse Eisenberg?
No, I think he was in.
No way, man.
If you give me any hint, I feel like I can get
Yeah,
it.
He was in
Dave.
Yeah,
Inception.
Dave's a movie encyclopedia.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the actors in Inception.
I'm not Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
No,
not Tom Hardy,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
not Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, maybe he wasn't in Inception. I don't know.
Not
My
Cillian
pop culture
Murphy.
is absolutely horrible. Which
Yeah.
I've been trying to brush up on the pop culture because I feel like that's sort of an untapped market for me in terms of like video games and pop culture and like
Gives
like
you extra
props and
ingredients.
animation. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm
And
with you, brother. That's how I feel every day in this office with these guys. They're talking about the last thing, the coolest thing on Netflix, whatever.
I'm so far behind. Like growing up, we didn't have. I grew up in a really rural area. Like we had dial-up internet until I was in like 11th grade. So like zero internet and like really didn't watch any movies or anything growing up. So just catching up on it,
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Dave, who's playing you?
I once had a waitress tell me I look like Tom Green, which really offended me.
I love Tom Green.
And then
But,
I told her just right away. I said, "Well, you look like Rosie O'Donnell."
Wow.
She didn't at all. It was like we were doing a bit.
The reality was he was in the shower 6 hours later saying, "You look like Rosie O'Donnell."
Yeah. No, I was pretty laser fast with that. So
Is it Donald or Donald?
Donnell?
So you look like that person, Tom Green.
Yeah, so he
But
can play me.
That would be
play you?
amazing.
I would actually, if I wanted to pick someone, I'd pick like a Gosling or something, but it's not
He
realistic.
can't. He's booked on my.
No, you're
shoot.
middle ditch.
No.
You gave up your
No, I
Gosling
need-
privileges.
I'm the middle ditch, but Ryan Gosling is the stand-in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the whole team. Then Denzel Washington somewhere there. I don't know.
Jason?
I would love it to be like a Jake Johnson.
Sorry, I'm just Googling Tom Green.
Who's the guy, the comedian or whatever that we just looked at that we're like, he looks exactly like, yes, Brooke, killing it.
Yeah, this guy.
Matthew Broussard?
Yeah, he looks sexier than me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yes.
You don't want a Tom. You don't want a Tom Green.
Okay, he looks so much like Jason that even Jason the other day was like, yeah, I get it. It's freaky. It's weird.
I get it. Yeah.
Come on the pod,
I'm not.
Matthew.
Yeah.
The thing with celebrities
comedian?
though is like when you look at Tom Green and you think he's not sexy, but I bet if you saw him in real life, you would be like, oh, that's
Run
a
the other
sexy
way.
man.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
They're just on another level.
I don't think that's how it works. It's not like a magic box thing.
I think it is. I think
almost-
I think the TV just tones it down like 5 levels. Like
Tones it
All right, I'll allow it.
down. Yeah, I guess you are getting complimented here, Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I love Tom Green. Dream podcast guest. He is the pod father. He invented the pod.
It's true.
I think the radio invented the podcast.
He had the home studio. He brought this whole this right now. This would be in his house 25 years ago or so.
True.
What was that show called? What was this show?
The
The
Tom Green show?
Web-O-Vision. Web-O-Vision. God, I love that. So I just discovered it a year ago.
Should we
binge 'em?
Should we play a game?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Oh wait, do we have the? Oh no, we don't have the intro. Eh?
I have the intro.
Oh, you do?
What
Okay,
do you
good.
mean?
Oh man, we're so close to being dialed.
Why'd you?
Maybe next week.
All right, Brendan, are you ready?
I
We're gonna
think
play
so.
a game. Listen to the rules.
It's that time again, folks. Time to play This or That, the game where you choose between two radically different options. Either this or that. Are you ready?
Who did that voiceover?
Nardwar.
Nardwar.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had him in the booth.
It's
AI.
It's AI. Yeah.
Cut that.
No.
Double it.
Double it. All right. Are you ready? You understand the rules?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
It doesn't seem like there's
perfect.
any rules.
Inside out or outside in?
Outside in.
PLA or ABS?
PLA.
0.4 millimeter nozzle or 0.8 millimeter nozzle?
0.6 millimeter nozzle.
Oh. God, the audience is going wild right now. Early mornings or late nights?
Early mornings.
Vase mode or layered prints?
Oh, application specific.
Duh, Dave.
So dumb. Lego pedals or Lego seat?
Oh, Lego pedals.
Lego pedals or Lego grips?
Ooh, still the pedals.
Pee a marble or poop a baseball?
Poop.
I thought PM marble was a type of plastic.
Yeah, I know. I got thrown off for a second as well.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
No arms or no legs?
No arms, I guess.
Good luck doing your projects.
It's tough, but I build robot arms.
Crocs with socks or without?
With socks, normally.
Loam or pow?
Loam. Absolutely.
Ketchup on the side or directly on the fries?
On the side.
No.
Always feeling like someone is watching you or always feeling like you forgot something important?
I've always felt both of those things. Always feel like someone's watching me.
Travel back in time or into the future?
Into the future.
4 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
Ooh, 4 feet.
Coffee or beer?
Beer.
Peanut butter or jelly?
Dang. Gotta choose one? Peanut butter.
That was the hardest one.
That was the hardest one. I love peanut butter and jelly.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
And finally, trail snack, candy corn on the cob or shish kabar?
I gotta go with the shish kabar.
And that was This or That.
Is one of the only people who said loam on the show ever.
And I love
What do you mean? It's like a biking show.
I know. Everybody says pow.
Why?
All these
Because POW is better
and rare.
and rarer.
Yeah, at least here.
Oh, yeah. I guess loam is still very new to me. Yeah. So
I mean, both are great for
both
sure.
are great, but I don't know. I'm not much. I don't know. I like skiing and snowboarding, but take biking any day.
Ride with us enough, and you'll get to know the loam, and you'll eventually be a
You did a bunch of 3D printing research for that set of questions. That's great.
I did.
You did. Oh, nice.
Tireless research.
Dave read it.
I read it. But it sounded like I knew what I was talking about, right?
Yeah. It's
I
very
read those
convincing.
letters. It was crazy.
Except you said 0.4 millimeter and then 0.8, and you went for 0.6.
I was just reading it, though. So.
Good questions. Good questions.
I am. Can we just explain like we're 5 because we are mentally.
Yes.
Vase mode, layered prints. I was looking up the differences. I'm like, I don't understand what this is.
Okay, so vase mode is like, all right, you take like a solid object. I don't know, grab this. So you take like a solid object,
It's a glass.
a glass,
Yes.
and it would just start at the bottom, and it would do one continuous line around and around and around and around and around and around and around, all the way until it got to the top. And it would be one wall thick. So if you're using a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, it would be 0.4 millimeters thick. So if you want to make a vase with thin walls, that's a great way to do it. But most things are not vase shaped. So you're going to print with layers. So you print a layer and then it moves up and prints the next layer and then it moves up and prints the next layer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Thank you.
each layer is flat.
I realize how stupid that question is now.
It's a great question.
What did he
It's a
say? It
great
was
question.
application specific?
Application specific, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Different strokes.
Talking about the glass, though, made me think about the new pottery classes Brooke and I are in.
Are you really nice?
Class 3.
Hey, that's cool. What are you making?
We're just working on cylinders, and I finally caught the hang of it. I've been watching a buttload of Florian Gadsby. Is that his name? Gadsby on YouTube. Makes these best ASMR pottery videos.
On the wheel?
Yeah, on the wheel.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's cool. I love pottery. My wife really loves it, and that's one thing I want to add to the shop when we finally buy a house, as a little pottery studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's becoming like a new dream of ours too.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's like 3D printing, but with your hands.
What, you guys feeling out of your element here or what?
No, I
Got
think it's
something to
cool.
add?
I just have nothing to add. I
I'm gonna
haven't
make
done
you
it.
a mug. There's like an excess of things. Yeah. What shall I make for you guys?
I want a big mug.
I want a
big
titty mug, one of those mugs with titties on them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
I could try.
Horny over here.
How big? How big is the mug?
How big are the titties?
That one.
28mm titties.
Like not like a crazy big mug, but I don't like a small mug where I'm like, I'm just gonna have to fill this up
you're gonna
again.
get it wrong with Dave. There's no way.
No, you'll know. I like a low and a wide one too.
Bear Grylls mug.
Yeah.
Drink your own piss.
I want like a, what is it? The rock climbing grip mug.
Oh, those are
The
cool.
crimp.
The crimp, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy on TikTok. He makes really neat like mechanical stuff with pottery, like geared stuff, and like it's all like functional pottery for heating water or carrying coffee or whatever. But they have like cool little mechanical features to each thing. Gotta remember his handle.
You ever watch Primitive Technology?
No, I don't think.
What?
So.
No way.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, and all the things.
Yeah, I don't know. Primarily YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
He like was a trendsetter because now there's like all these like fake fakers. Anyways, he just makes like stuff in the woods. Like he'll show you how to make a hut. He made a pottery wheel out of like sticks and mud.
No way.
Yeah, he makes like what do you call it? Like a kiln. He makes everything.
Yeah,
It's
he makes,
crazy.
like, literally
Yeah, it's like engineering out of sticks and mud and stuff.
Oh, that's wild.
And it's ASMR style. There you go. ASMR. There's no talking. He's in the outback of Australia, and he's always shirtless, shoeless, sockless. He's just wearing shorts, and he's making all this stuff.
I think I have seen this guy.
I think he blew up during COVID, didn't he? Like this became very popular.
Like probably everybody thought they were gonna have to do this stuff.
Yeah, totally.
I think he blew up before that. Yeah, I remember when I was living with my grandmother, I was trying to find something that she would enjoy watching, just kind of like on repeat. And this was one of those things that I could tell she was really engaged in, because there's no talking and it's just very self-explanatory and it's interesting.
It's like a kid's show, but for grown-ups.
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy might play Brendan in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he looks like him.
Again,
but,
great idea for a channel. Like
Yeah.
the cost of resources is so low.
So I said he was a trendsetter, right? Because now there's like people in, I think like Asia, where they make it look like they're doing it with their, their hands or shovels. So they'll make like a swimming pool, but they're
yeah.
not showing you where the bulldozer comes in and digs the hole. And so they're
no
making
way.
these elaborate things, but it's completely fake. So it's like they've just figured out how to turn this into a scam. Yeah, which is sad.
That is sad.
But this guy is just brilliant, man. I love it. I could binge his videos all day. Great for the background, relaxing. And a pottery wheel. I'm like, I can't even figure out how to make a pot with an actual wheel, and this guy's making the wheel itself.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's next? What are you doing next?
Oh, like 2024 and beyond?
Yeah.
I want to keep making bigger and bigger projects. I'd love to get to the point where I can do like 3 or 4 big, cool projects a year and have, maybe monthly long format videos on YouTube. I think that'd be the dream, and have kind of like just whatever I want to do next, have it be my living. Yeah.
Forever?
Yeah, I guess until I get sick of it.
Or because before TikTok is no longer a thing and Instagram's no longer
I think
a thing.
I really like the mix of, the creativity and like teaching things. And I try to make sure that each project is adding something, at least something small, even if it's small, to my like engineering portfolio. So it's not like some design problem or it's something I could like put on a resume. I guess there's always that thing like, oh, what if I have to get a job at some point? But yeah, I really, I think there's this thing where like you ask young kids now what they want to be when they grow up, and they often say like they want to be a YouTuber. And I think it's looked at as like a negative thing, but being a YouTuber can just mean like being an engineer on your own terms, or, being a pilot on your own terms. There's so many things that can mean.
Right.
And I think I want to continue having the freedom to be creative and have those big projects, and hopefully like, bring joy to people along the way. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I was asking mostly because, you know, we saw you take on the project with Outside Watch, and some could see that as like the next genesis of your career is going into those bigger streaming platforms, creating more structured, like a television show essentially. Is that, or do you want to be your own crew and dictate your own life a little bit more?
Yeah, I like keeping it as a one-man show and keeping overhead as low as possible, just because it reduces risk. And my wife and I also want to move around a bit and live in different places. So I like to keep those options open. But we are looks like we're going to do season 2 of Failure is an Option. So I'm stoked on that.
Congratulations.
I continue to do projects like that if they're available. But I want to make sure they're not my only income source. I like to have a variety of income streams. And one thing I would like to do actually is do a real product, like from start to finish, so like mass production. I think that'd be a great experience and really fun to share kind of that journey with my audience.
Yeah, I think you already have, like, not to boil it down to numbers, but like an established customer base that would be like, I trust this guy. You know, I know what he does. I've been through that journey, and I think it's cool to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So it'd be cool. Make a real physical product, and then, as soon as, if it's a popular thing, as soon as the copycats come, you can kind of just abandon it and go on to the next thing. Yeah.
Or you just hire a lawyer and.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me is like people sending me like Amazon listings or like Wish.com listings of things that I invented like a year ago.
Wow.
And like they're like real things now, but like other people are making them. It's super funny. Like the Crocs snowplows and like Crocs headlights. Like I had no intention of ever selling it as a real product, and nobody's actually making any money off it because there's like 20 different sellers,
Right.
But they're everywhere on like Amazon and Wish, and yeah.
All those little things you never
So
think.
Scamming you, just like primitive technology. I wonder with the Apple Vision VR thing coming out this summer, I wonder where VR is going to take us. Maybe, I don't know, how can you do what you do in VR? Can you show people how to build a thing, or can you build things in VR?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's if you guys are doing pottery, there's a VR program I think it's called Gravity Sculpt. There's like a guy now making furniture with it. If you look up, are you familiar with the account Unnecessary Inventions?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I was
I
gonna
thought
bring that
about
up
it
earlier.
all episode.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, I won't mention
He's always
it.
like front page of Reddit.
Oh, he's fantastic and really a brilliant. He's really brilliant at marketing as well, marketing himself. But he just did a collab post with a guy who builds furniture in VR, and then like gets it machined into like real life furniture.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. We have a VR set in here that our friend Dan gave us. We just got to figure out how to set it up, but really keen to.
Is it an Oculus?
No, it's not an Oculus. It's
What is it?
shit, what's it called? It's like made by Valve. Like Valve, the people who made like Half-Life. What's it called? I don't know. It's old. It's like 8 years old now, maybe 10 years old now. So it's got a wire. The Oculus is wireless. So that's why he gave it to us. He doesn't want it.
Oh, gotcha.
We took his garbage. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, excited to see where this all goes, and always entertained by your crazy creations. And we got to talk about what we can create together.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a few ideas. I hope you think they're good. Pressure.
Probably better than mine. Does this sound like we're wrapping up the podcast?
Unless you'd have something you'd like to say.
Oh, I mean, thanks for having me. This has been really nice.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Really, really nice.
Yeah, this is the point where we say, do you have anything you want to plug? Anywhere people can go watch you create crazy stuff?
Oh.
Anything you're stoked about?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be stoked if people want to see more, like subscribe to YouTube or Instagram. Probably going to be leaning more heavily towards YouTube in the coming months, but.
At Outside Brendan.
Yep, that's me.
All one word.
Yeah.
And the show, where can they find that?
Outside Watch, Failure is an Option. There's also several episodes for free on their YouTube channel, the Outside Watch YouTube channel.
And you mentioned some things that you can purchase. Can you purchase things? Like maybe this banana holder?
Oh, so yeah. So actually, if you want to print anything that I've created, most of the stuff is available on my website. So you can download and print it yourself. And we do have we have the only physical product I have is the beer can holders. And there's a guy, my friend Eric Olson of Jenk Components. He makes those right in Bellingham. So you can purchase those through my site or through his site.
How much does it cost to buy a plan, or what do you call it?
Most of the digital files are $4.99, and there's some free ones up there as well.
What a deal. What a smoking deal. Well, I hope maybe we can make something, collaborate. I can't wait to talk about ideas. But thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We have an intro. An outro. Who does the outro? We were so close to being dialed today, boys.
I thought you were just going to do it.
Was I just supposed to do it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just do it. Thanks for listening, everybody. Please remember to subscribe, leave us a review on Apple, drop a comment on YouTube, and ask us for some advice or something you're dying to know. Say something nice to Dave. Maybe it's not mountain biking related. That'd be great. On speakpipe.com/feeding off each other. Brendan, we'd love to hear from you if you can remember this. I ask every guest to leave us a speak pipe.
I think it's happened once.
Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, I'll do it.
It's a test
I'm
of
writing it
friendship. Oh, boys,
Putting it in his phone.
love this guy. We're gonna be best friends. And as always, he's not doing it. He's looking at us all day. He's doing it. I love this guy.
Thank you for listening to Feeding Off Each Other. Please subscribe for more great podcasts.